I survived 100 days in Muck. At this point, everyone knows what Muck is. But for those of you who randomly clicked the video on 3 AM, Muck is a game developed by YouTuber Danny. It is essentially just like Minecraft Hardcore, but in the game, bosses spawn naturally and become progressively stronger and harder to beat with each day. Some look weak but are really strong. Some appear big and strong but are kinda easy to beat. And then there are mobs like Buff Guardian, who look strong and can actually kill you. Curse you, Buff Guardian. You might see something different here. There's no way I'm gonna be playing this game for 10 hours straight. Come on guys, I have a life. I play Minecraft in my free time. Of course I don't have a life. I just want to take some time off to watch some anime. The seed I used for the video was drugs. Who doesn't like some LCD from time to time? LCD! This is gonna be such a long video to make. My first day started like most do in Minecraft. Oh, sorry, wrong video. Unlike Minecraft, Muck starts off with day 0. I tried finding a rug to chop down a tree. Yes, it's kinda like RL craft, but I really like the bobbing effect it gives when you try to break a rock or a tree. Hope you're taking notes, Mojang. Now that I have my wood, I made a workbench and started taking some stones. And like a true Minecrafter, I started collecting some more wood. These structures spawn in monsters, and when defeated, they drop some advancement and make the players stronger. I'll come back to it when I have better gear. Also, there are villagers. You can buy or sell essentials from them. The villager houses have loot chests, and that's where I got this map. This is where I'm right now, and that's where you can find the dragon and finish the game. In another chest, there was a mithril axe. This was really good, but not as good as the next thing that I'll find. Night is one of the scariest things in Muck. There are a lot of powerful monsters spawning in, and defeating them is quite hard. That's why you should always use the gold that they drop and open these chests and try to receive as many power-ups as possible. Oh my god, is that Among Us? There are different tiers in chests, and sometimes you might stumble upon a free chest too. Remember how I told you I'll find something even better? Well, in this cave, I was able to find probably the best weapon in the whole game. The Night Blade. I always knew drugs were good for you. I just got a text from my lawyer, and for legal reasons, the previous sentence was a joke. LCD! With this weapon in my hand, I could basically one-shot anything. None of these monsters even stood a chance. Like usual, I opened one of the chests. I guess this was a village chest because all the villagers started attacking me. But I don't think I need to tell you how it ended up for them. I went back to the chest and took all the stuff. Wait, let me just flex on you here. I'll not even touch the gold sword. I went to one of those structures and started battling the monsters. I tried fighting as many as I could. They become stronger with each day, and now was my only chance to collect a lot of advancements to prepare for the future battle. This is Big Chunk. Chunk, not Chungus. I wanted to defeat him because he drops an ore, which you could use to make the best armor in the whole game. But sadly, he didn't drop any. I wanted to take a quick break, so I saved the game, and this is how I do it. All you have to do is click on save and wait till it's done. And I'm all set to press the leave game button. I spent all of day 3 clearing out those structures and getting advancements. It was time to challenge Gronk. Gronk is relatively the easiest boss to beat in the whole game. Just stay behind him when he does his melee attack and you can easily bring him down. He dropped an ancient core, and this is one of the necessary items to beat the dragon. I found this Revive the Homie statue. Only if I had one. I love the fact that it's T-posing. I tried fighting Chunk again, and just like last time, it was easy to beat him. All I had to do was attack his legs. But he did not drop any ore this time too. They say 3rd time's the charm, so I challenged him again. And this time, he actually did drop the ore. I found another Gronk and used the same tactic again. And like I said, just stay behind him when he's trying to attack, and defeating him is a piece of cake. At night, this guardian spawned in. Fuck! Oh wait, only kids watch these videos. Frick! Sorry for my profanity there. Almost lost all of my key audience. This guy is called a guardian, and they drop crystals when killed. These are really important if you want to beat the game. Also, there are 5 different colored crystals to collect. While I was on my usual rounds of clearing structures, 3 big chunks spawned in. But because of my pro gaming skills, I was somehow able to get on top of them and bring them all down on my own. I tried fighting the buff chief, and because of my recent level ups, defeating him didn't take any time at all. I don't know if I'm dumb or something, but I think these flying monsters are harder to beat than the actual bosses. It's because they're so nimble, and hitting them mid-air becomes a challenge. There was a bug when I tried fighting the yellow guardian, because no matter how much I hit him, he just stood there and took all of my punches. I pulled a classic Brevis and made the cave where I found my blade my home. I was able to smelt some chunky ore, and I made some chunky hammer. I expected it to be really strong, but it was actually weaker than my blade. In a day or so, I was able to make complete chunky armor. With a full set of the strongest armor in the whole game, I went to clear out some more of those structures. I didn't know this yet, but every time I relogged, the map would reset, except for my inventory and my chest, which meant I could get infinite advancements. Wait, let me talk like every guy in a 100 days videos. So guys, with my new strong armor, I fought a lot of monsters. They were pretty hard to beat. It seemed like I was overpowered, you guys. None of these monsters could take me on anymore. Don't ask me why I did that segment, cause if you look at my older videos, that's how I talk too. One of the chiefs dropped his spear, and for the first time I found a weapon stronger than my sword. When I returned home, this grunk had destroyed everything in my house, and it took a while to rearrange the whole thing. While fighting a few gronks, one of them dropped his sword handle and the blade. So, you know what I did? I came back home as quickly as possible and made a gronk sword. I was so excited and thought I could dual wield this, but for the life of me I couldn't figure out how. This blade's strength was close to the hammer, but its attack speed was insane. I also made an obeim. How do you say it? Obeim? I'm just gonna say obeim. I also made an obeim sword, but this was way weaker than my other weapons, so I just decided not to use it ever again. While you're watching this battle, subscribe. Please, my wife just left me and I have 7 kids to feed. It was time to fight the dragon. It might not seem like it because of the cut, but it took me a long time to collect all the stuff needed to repair the ship. Not because it was hard to find them or anything, it was just because I was extremely dumb. And now we were on our way. We are going to a trip in a broken abandoned ship, sailing through the seas. We're gonna beat the dragon. This was the very first time I even got close to fighting the dragon. But the first thing I saw was my health bar. It was way more than it should be, and the dragon's health was not a lot either. Wait, is it just me, or is that dragon looking kinda thick? The dragon would just fly around and shoot fireballs at me, but when it decided to use my boat as his personal drum set, I used my spear and hit him as much as I could. After a while, I asked him a question. Hey Bob, do you know who Joe is?
Who's Joe?
Joe Mama! My joke was so funny that he decided to swim in the sea. Well, be sure to subscribe for original jokes. I logged in the next day and it turns out I never saved my progress and just clicked on leave game. I blame it on my ADHD. I was back on day 36 and the ship was entirely intact. This gave me a brilliant idea. What if I leveled up for the next 60 days and try fighting the dragon again? Applauding myself, I started grinding for the next few days. I was kinda bored of constantly fighting monsters, so I tried building my very own sky base. I tried to make it look as good as possible, but in the end it turned out to be more of a skybox than a base. But the good thing about the base is that with enough jumps, I could reach the boat and fight Bob the dragon. With all of the grinding I was doing, I was becoming way too overpowered. I could take on 3 big chunk, a chief, a guardian with a lot of mobs and still come out on top. I felt like Saitama from One Punch Man because of how boring it was to fight them. I made the best bow in the whole game, the ancient bow, and it could shoot 3 arrows at a time. I also got a lot of arrows from the archer for the dragon fight. Because of how boring the things were, I decided to spice things up a bit and tried using wood to fight the bosses. Keep in mind that it's around day 80 and they're not gonna be weak. I summoned the chief, and for the first time in a long time I finally felt like my life was on the line. He was quite strong, and when we were fighting he decided to call all of his friends, but being the airhead I am, I took all of them down with nothing but my wood. And then, big chunk. And at one point, I thought I'd die because of how low my health was, but your boy came in clutch and defeated him too. The Guardian might have been the hardest to beat because of his blast and laser beams. In the end, my mighty wood brought him down too. Curse you, Guardian! If you still don't know how easy it is to defeat Gronk, then you should probably click off right now. No, don't do that. I want the retention! I had defeated all of them. Guess you could say my wood was stronger than the monsters. Wink wink. I tried going AFK and this started happening. I guess you can't go AFK in this game. This bow is really strong though. It brought down big chunk in like one shot. It was day 100 and I started my journey to fight the dragon one last time. Can we start the song please? Thank you. We are going to a trip in a broken abandoned ship, sailing through the seas. We're gonna kill the dragon, cause if I don't kill it, he's gonna make me suck his dick. The dragon's health was over 100k. This was bad. I was able to get it to half its health, but then I tried asking him the same question again. Hey, do you know Joe?
I would not fall for the same thing twice.
And he killed me.